About 10 years ago, I went to a supper club in Bristol. Loved it, and I came home and pretty much talked my husband Dave, into my boyfriend at the time, talked him into doing it because we had already often catered for 30 or 40 people in our house. We love having friends over for dinner. It just felt like a natural fit. We did it, and that was kind of the beginning, really.
So we did a 8-course tasting menu out of our own kitchen, invited people we knew to the first one, and then once word spread, we were kind of booked out and doing one every month.
It was all fine dining, gorgeous food, locally sourced, ethical, amazing stuff. And it was a phenomenal success. And every time we released a day, we would literally have 4 or 5 times as many people try to book as there were spaces available. And it just kind of snowballed from there, didn't it? We had a lovely couple on New Year's Eve who loved the food so much they asked us to cater their wedding, and it got to the point that it was becoming so busy we had to seriously consider whether we finished our other careers and set up the food business full time.
We got involved with WOMAD 4 years ago. We came on site with them to run a world food restaurant. We'd agreed to do that when we met Chris, who's the director at WOMAD, and he mentioned that they were interested in changing their crew caterers as well.
Which is a baptism of fire, if I'm completely honest. It was hard work running 2 kitchens at completely different sides of the site. We loved both, but this felt like a more natural fit.
We were here for longer, you get to meet everybody who works here. You feel like you're involved in the production of the whole festival because you're seeing everybody, finding out whether they're on the fencing crew, whether they do the lighting, whether they're the sound production for the acts that are on stage. You're meeting all these people, you're a little bit of their lives, you're giving their meals when they come in. So yeah, a really fantastic thing to be involved in.
We love this festival, and we've been coming as punters before we were ever in conversation about doing this with food.
Yes, it's a great thing to be involved with. The ethos of everything here is about quality. The music is about bringing together artists from around the world who are the best in what they do. So you might have something completely different that you've never heard of, but everything here is just fantastic.
Yeah, I guess, and that is reflected in the food as well, actually, that we have some very traditional palates in some of the crew, and obviously we respect that completely and serve some fairly traditional options at each meal. But as well as that, we kind of incorporate lots of different world food ideas, the West Indian, quite a lot of Thai, some North African, all of those kind of things. So it has to kind of reflect the whole ethos of the event itself, doesn't it? We've used PKL now for 3 years, and if I'm honest, we've had previous bad experiences with other catering equipment suppliers. And for us, and certainly for me, the most important thing is that we can deliver to really high volumes at points, knowing that the kit is not going to break down. No, that would be the worst thing ever in the world to us, halfway through service, if one of the serveries broke or one of the ovens broke and we weren't able to feed people. Using PKL, we're pretty much guaranteed that will never happen.
A lot of our meals are high volume, so being able to have 3 brat pans to cook 300 portions of curry at a time really helps us. And we know as well that if any of the equipment for any reason should break down, that we've got a 24-hour call out and we can get it all fixed and replaced if needs be.
Also making sure it's all cleaned properly, the electrical checks, the gas checks, so just making sure it's all up together and ready to go from the first day when we arrive on site.
It's that common goal, isn't it? That everybody who's on site now has the same goal, and that's to deliver the best and the safest and the most fun event that they can. And it's really nice being part of it.
It doesn't really matter what goes on behind the scenes, as long as out front everything is how it should be. So sometimes it's not how you get there, it's just making sure that the show goes on and everybody has a fantastic time.